Hello everybody, welcome back to Larry News YouTube channel, and today's video is going to be a pretty much complete unedited video of just talking about our FC25 journey up on this channel. What a journey it's been. I would say it went all year round, it didn't. For the first time since I started doing career mode videos on FIFA, we have not completed the full cycle of FIFA. Usually I sort of finish around a week before the new one comes out, and this time I pretty much gave up, I would say, 4 or 5 months after FC25 come out. As you've realised, I used to live stream nearly every single day. In fact, I think I went a good few months even before FC25 come out, like when I was playing the old FIFAs and what have you. Every single day, every night I used to do a live stream. I loved the game. I genuinely enjoyed it, and I enjoy streaming. I still do. No matter what I'm streaming, I still enjoy the aspect of streaming. But this is where the big but comes in, okay? FC25, in my opinion, has just been an absolute shambles, and I mean that. I deep down mean that. If you're regularly in the streams, or even if you just hop in the stream, you're probably going to hear me and see me complaining about how bad that game actually is. Why do I still continue to play the games? I get the Ultimate Edition every year, so I can get it 7 days early. You may be asking, why do you continue to do that? It's the same with other game series like Call of Duty. Why do we still pay all this money? And it's even more money now. It's like 70, 75 quid. I mean, the Ultimate Edition of FIFA is 90 quid. I think without the EA discount that you can get, it's like over 100 quid. So luckily enough, I get that EA discount. It's like £10 off or what have you. Why do we still do it? It's because there's fuck all else to play. And also, excuse the French there, excuse the French Canadian, but there's nothing else to play, and the channel is completely based around, I would say, like football side of things. There's a few live streams out there on the channel where I've been playing Call of Duty Zombies and Call of Duty multiplayer. There's a few videos that have been like, I filmed myself around this time last year, moving into here, moving into the man cave, moving my setup into here and what have you. So I filmed that. It was kind of like a day in the life sort of thing in a way. But my entire channel as well took off from FIFA career modes. I believe it was FIFA 20. I could be mistaken, it may be 21, but I think it was FIFA 20 where I first started doing career modes. And my entire journey in a career mode is I have to win the top division with that team, and I have to win, I would say, a European trophy, but it's mainly the Champions League trophy. I haven't really finished a career mode after winning the Europa League, or in the past few years, the Conference League when that got added. I haven't really finished the career mode there. I've always ended up trying my best to go ahead and get the final thing. And people seem to enjoy it. I hit 1,000 subs by filming FIFA. I hit 1,000 subs live on a live stream. It was the Manchester United career mode in FIFA 23. I still believe that stream is still up. That whole series is still up. It was ridiculously good. And I mean, yeah, that done very well on the channel, probably down to the fact that it was Manchester United, and the vast majority of football supporters on this planet are Manchester United supporters. So doing a career mode like that is going to bring in popularity, views, likes, what have you. That's how I hit 1,000 subs, really. I think I was on like 700 subscribers when I started that series, and by the end of the series, I was on 1,000 plus. It was insane. In more recent times, this year, we did actually hit 2,000 subscribers, and yes, that was during some of the toughest times of this channel. Still, right now, as I'm making this video, it's one of the toughest times on the channel because, like I said, I do not like FIFA, or FC25, what have you. And to be honest, I don't have any motivation to actually live stream pretty much anything at the minute. FIFA has had a massive take on that, to be honest. It's such a draining game, the energy it takes to sit there and even do, in the last Palmer's career mode, what I was doing was simulating every single game, basically. I was playing the more important games. Even that was draining enough. Just flicking through the menus of that game is draining enough. This is where I think FC26 comes in. It looks somewhat promising. I did put a community post out when they released like the trailer, and I was like, we need more gameplay than this. They didn't really sort of showcase any of the gameplay as such. There was a few little clips in there that you saw where they were showing like the new dynamic gameplay and the competitive gameplay, or whatever the two separate ones are called. But I was just like, you're not showing us what people want. You're saying you've done all of this, but then you're not really expressing it in the video. And that was kind of like, I think we're falling into this trap again of, you know, they've said they've listened to everybody, they've done all this stuff, and then we end up getting the game and it's just the same old shit. But from what I've heard, outside of my opinion, from what I've heard, and especially from people on the channel, it is promising in their eyes. I'm taking other people's words, really. I am pre-ordering the game this week. I've also got the day off work on the day it comes out, the 19th of September. I've got that off work, so I mean, I'm pretty much got nothing else to do other than play the game. Even if I'm going to hate it, I will play the game on that day at least. If I hate the game, God knows where we'll go. God knows where this channel goes. If I hate the game, God knows what happens, because I cannot sit there for an entire year either not posting videos or playing a game that I hate, because it really has a mass knock-on effect on you. It really fucking does. I want to, well, FC25, I want to go from the start. The Newcastle United crowd, it was promising. We had all these new features, or newish features. Like, they brought back, like, the pre-game cinematics. They apparently added that in. No, they just brought it back. But everything felt nice and fresh. It was quite, it was different to FC. It felt different to FC24. I didn't realise, though, in the long run, the gameplay would not get fixed from EA. I think since probably the first few games in that crowd, I seem to remember playing Bournemouth away, which was like Newcastle's second or third game of the season last year. Bournemouth away, using that green and white shirt. It was 2-2 in real life, but in the game, I remember running down the wing with Anthony Gordon. Anthony Gordon, who I believe at the time in the game had like 89 pace, 92 sprint speed or something like that. So, you know, a pretty fast player. The ball control was like 80 plus. You know, like balancing was all 80 plus. Like his stuff to do with dribbling the ball, his pace, were all perfect. The stats were brilliant. And I just remember it was like Adam Smith, Bournemouth's right back, I believe, was just hunking. Would you say it like hunking down? Or I don't know how to say it, but like it was like running in your dreams. If you've ever had a dream and you're running away from something, or trying to run towards something and trying to grab it, like reaching out, grabbing it, that's what it feels like running in that game. And it's felt like that all year round. Like I said, I remember at Newcastle Crown Mode, it must have been in the first or second episode when I played that game against Bournemouth. If you can go back to the stream, you'll see us complain. Just, I think that has been the biggest gameplay flaw, I would say, in FC25. The pace aspect of things, it makes having fast players absolutely, and I fucking mean this, absolutely pointless. You may as well stick Pepe and Jose Font in your back line, and you would probably win the league title. Not because, I'm not saying Pepe and Jose Font are bad, but you could come up against Mbappe in La Liga, Real Madrid. You've got Jose Font and Pepe in your back line, and you would be able to hunker down and just completely cancel out Mbappe. He would not be able to run past you. That is the biggest issue I've had with FC25, and it's happened all year round. I guess I'm not a big enough channel, I'm not a big enough voice, but EA just seem to have not listened to that all year round. I feel like it would have been such an easy fix. I was complaining since September last year about this, and I've complained up until right now. We're currently in the end of August, going into September, going into the next FC series, and it's still not fixed. You still go on FC25 today, use Anthony Gordon against Bournemouth, against Adam Smith, you will not be able to outpace him 9 times out of 10. Maybe once or twice, potentially, you may get past him, but that has been my biggest complaint, and it's never been fixed. I would like to go on to the headers. the headers, I think everybody's experienced this. If you haven't experienced the pace side of it, every single person who's played that game, whether it's Ultimate Team or Career Mode or Kickoff or online friendlies or what have you, you would have experienced headers. You had to have, and you're lying. I'm pointing right at you. You're lying if you're telling me you have not experienced how bad the headers are in FC25. I don't know how you can have such a good foundation with FC24, which I think was quite a successful FIFA. I enjoyed that game. I played it all year round. I don't know how you can have such a good game mechanic, such a good foundation. The vast majority of it, I feel like, is just copy and paste. All you're doing is copy and pasting. Maybe he's buffing and nerfing a few things there and then, and balancing things out. But I don't get how you can go from that FC24 foundation, copy and pasting it into FC25, and then making it so shit to the point where I've deleted the game. Down to pace, headers, the heading. Like I said, I'm going away there. I'm on about the heading here. The heading, I wish I could pull up clips, but I'm not going to sit through all my streams and look for certain headers that I've done. But if you want to go ahead and do that, please do. The heading ability in that game, it's like, I don't even know how to explain it. To be honest with you, I don't even know how to explain it. It's so atrocious. It makes the value of having a winger and set pieces pointless. Winger, because I use my wingers a lot to be able to cross the balls in. Okay? To be able to cross the ball in, I use attacking fullbacks who come up the pitch behind the wingers who cross the ball in. Newcastle United, for instance, Trippier, Tino Livramento, Lewis Hall. All three of those players, I always use them cross the ball in, especially Trippier, because he's got that playstyle plus bollocks on, which is ridiculously broken. But that is literally pointless when the person on the end of the ball, bearing in mind the majority of my career modes, I've had 6'4" plus strikers who a lot of the time have playstyle pluses like power heading and stuff like that, and they still cannot even hit the target, not even come anywhere close. They usually put it 10 yards above the crossbar or 10 yards wide. The most recent times, Lautaro Martinez, he's like 6 foot. He's not even that tall, but he's got a play style, I think it's like the power header thing, and his heading ability is like 89. The statistics insane. Never once did he connect with a header. So my wingers were just worthless. I always had to cut in, or I would cross the ball anyway just because I had no other option, or it felt realistic to cross the ball in at the time, and I just always knew nothing was going to happen. Nothing's going to come of that. They need to bring back the value of crossing the ball in and set pieces, corners, free kicks. You've got no choice but to shoot or pass it short from a free kick now. What's the point? If you have a free kick, say 30, 40 yards out over on that side of the pitch, to cross it into the box like you say in real life, what is the point? No one's going to get onto it. I've scored more overhead kicks and bicycle kicks in FC25 than I have headers. I can guarantee that. If you go back through my streams and videos and add everything up, I've most likely scored more overhead kicks and bicycle kicks and just ridiculous like backflip goals than I have headers, and I can almost guarantee it. I then, in the last Palmer's career, went on to get Samu. I had Samu 2 times. And yet again, I think I did score about 1 or 2 headers with Samu, but yet again, he had playstyle plus heading, like all the good abilities. His jumping was amazing, his strength was great, so there's no reason why he shouldn't at least connect with the header properly. But he just couldn't. He just couldn't, and it's such a disappointment. Like I said, what was the value of crossing the ball into the box? You may as well just shoot from outside the box or use your feet inside the box to shoot. What's the point in heading the ball? After Newcastle, we had Nottingham Forest. That was a successful career mode. We won the league in 2 seasons. I believe I won the Champions League in season 3. So it was such a successful career mode. We had some brilliant players in there. There's not many big complaints then. That was still, I think when I say the game was at its peak still. You know, it was in a good place. I mean, I was still having little complaints there and then, but I never really truly fell out with the game. And I was also still streaming basically every single day then. So not much to say about the Forest career mode. The Roma career mode, I would go off to say it's probably my favourite career mode I've ever done. Obviously not gameplay wise, but the story behind that career mode and the seasons that were done. I think it was 6 entire seasons, or 5. It was either 5 or 6, and the 5th or 6th season I'd done in 1 stream. That was crazy. But the story in that career mode, the players I had, it was such a memorable career mode. If the Roma career mode was on FC24 or just the FIFA before that, it would probably be the best. But it is absolutely up there. From there, I believe we went on to Swansea. Swansea was very successful. I ended up doing a separate video of the Swansea career mode as well. I'd done an extra like 2 seasons on top of the live stream series, so I ended up doing like 9 seasons with Swansea, and that was just so fun. It's the first career mode I've had where all the youth academy sort of worked out well. You had so many like these AI generated players, you know, the players generated through academy come up and be big world-class names in football, and it was just like amazing. It felt so good. The story was incredible. We also had great rules then. That's another thing I kind of want to add on to this video, the rules that we implemented. I asked a lot of like subscribers, a lot of the chat, like, make up some rules. Let's add rules into the game, see if it makes it harder, see if it makes it more challenging, and it did. I'm definitely, little hint, going to be bringing that back in FC26, so look out for that. I'm going to try and make it as realistic as I can. You guys know I love to try my very best to keep things as realistic as possible. Sometimes it gets a bit out of hand, but we are really going all out this year. I think, was it Copenhagen after that? I think it was. In Copenhagen, the career mode at first started out where like I was playing all the games, but that's where I really fell off from liking streaming FIFA and playing FIFA in general. That's where it really fell off, and you can probably tell if you go back through the dates where I missed out streams and stuff like that during the Copenhagen career mode and even the last Palmas one, which was the one after that. I think you can probably tell. You can probably see a pattern there and tell what was going on. It was like I'd done like 2 entire seasons, and then I was just like, it's just the same shit. The league probably didn't help. I don't want to sound offensive to the Danish league, but it was just bad. I enjoyed the team I had at Copenhagen. I still remember the first few seasons where I had Siddiqui, who now plays for Sunderland in real life. He was fab. I think he won player of the season in season 1. We just had a good connection, and then like after the first 2 seasons, I was like, yeah, this isn't for me anymore. I can't do this anymore. I can't sit here and play this game. It makes me unhappy. I don't get happiness out of playing this game. And that could just be gaming in general, because gaming in general at the minute's on its arse. Until obviously a lot of new games come out. But right now gaming's fucking at its lowest it's ever been in a while for me. But wow, wow. Copenhagen Kremlin, I think it really killed it all off. We went from back to back, just outstanding Kremlin's Roma and Swansea, to then just this deep, dark, dungy feeling of Copenhagen Las Palmas, and it was just awful. I will admit it was just awful, and I didn't want to stream those Kremlins. I will hold both my hands up and say I did not want to stream those Kremlins, but we got through it. Las Palmas, we actually didn't win La Liga ever, and I think it was 7 or 8 seasons. I didn't actually ever win La Liga, believe it or not. We won the Champions League and that was it. And then the last season I won nothing. I won the Champions League and I think it was the Super Cup. The only 2 trophies I won with Las Palmas. And I just had no interest in doing even again another season to just try my best to win the league. I just had no interest. I've actually deleted the game. Go back to my last stream. I actually deleted the game at the end of the stream. I don't play FIFA anymore. I used to play pro clubs in my spare time, like outside of streaming, but I don't even do that anymore. If my pals ask us, oh, do you want to go on pro clubs? I don't have FIFA installed. I could very easily install it, but I just don't want to. I have no interest in playing the game. We are now just over a month, actually. It's the 20th of August as I'm filming this. This is going out tonight. We are literally just over a month away from FC26 coming out. I'm pre-ordering tonight FC26 Ultimate Edition, so I will get it on the 19th of September. 20th of August right now, like I said, just under a month until we get our hands on that game. A heads up for that day, I will be streaming not literally 24 hours, but I will be streaming the vast majority of that day. It'll probably be done in separate streams because obviously I need breaks for having food, for just living. I need to live. Like I said, I've got that day off work. It's a Friday. I've booked it off work. I will be sitting there playing the game, going through everything. There's no rush. I will try my best to not let people miss out on it. I know the OG people of this channel, and don't think I'll ever forget about you. I know how much they like watching the streams. I will try my best to sort of hold on and wait for people to join before we go through everything, and because a lot of people probably aren't getting it early, and a lot of people may take my stream, for instance, on a thing of what they're going to base their options of saying yes or no to the game. So yeah, I am excited for it. I just think I need to see more, because right now I'm not persuaded enough. Like I said, I'm getting the game regardless. I'm doing it. I'm spending £90 on this game, and I may not like it. Right now, I'm not too... I'm not like, oh wow, it looks so different. I'm just like, I'm giving them a chance. Again, I'm falling for it. It's like Call of Duty this year. I'm falling for it again. I'm getting Call of Duty. Even though I'm going into it, I just know it's going to be shit, but I'm getting it anyway. It's something to do, it's something to play. Game, like I said, games on themselves. But yeah, just a heads up, we are definitely streaming on the 19th. For now, I'm just going to probably do little videos like this. We're going to continue the Let's Talk Football streams, because a lot's happened since even the last time I posted on the channel. I think Isaac's come out and said something, and then the teams replied to that, so we could talk about that on the stream. So I will be doing that, don't worry. I will schedule one sometime. I'll also be doing more videos. There's more stuff to do. And if else happens in football. Like I said, I just want to keep it football related. That's what the vast majority of people are coming out for. I know a lot of people, and this was really nice to read in my previous stream, a lot of people said that just like the channel for me who I am, and I think that's an amazing thing. No one's really said that before, but it was a handful of people in the previous stream were saying like, we're just like the channel for you. I'm an interesting character, which I must admit I am, and I don't put this on. The rage and everything I feel when I'm playing FIFA, I don't put that on. The game generally, I even show in the stream, sometimes my watch will come up and say, you've had a stressful day whilst I'm playing FIFA. I'm like, Jesus, I didn't know the game really took that much of a toll on you, to the point my watch can genuinely read how stressed I am playing the game. So yeah, I definitely don't put it on. The game just makes us feel like that. But I'm so happy that people get stuff out of watching my videos and live streams. I think that's absolutely brilliant, and I'm going to continue it. Like I said, I don't take a single penny from this channel. I don't make money from YouTube. I do have a job. I have a part-time job. I used to work full-time and live stream. I don't know how the fuck I managed that, to be honest. It's hard enough working part-time and trying to live stream. But yeah, I used to work full-time and live stream for 2 years straight. Yeah, like I said, I don't know how I'm doing that. But yeah, right now, I'm working part-time, I'm live streaming, I'm still doing YouTube, not getting anything from it. I've just sat here for 20 odd minutes, not making money from this video, but it's just nice to have a hobby, nice to have something to do. Like I said, I'm not falling out of love with making YouTube content. I'm slowly falling out of love with gaming in general. And there's not really any other content I can think of doing outside of stuff to do with gaming and say YouTube, football, so I'm a bit stuck when it comes to that. But like I said, I'm hoping the games coming out this year just completely revive gaming. I said the same thing last year and that didn't work, but I think the sports games that I'll play like NBA and FC may have finally listened. You've got Battlefield 6 coming out this year, that looks very promising. I didn't play the open beta because I didn't pre-order it, but people are speaking so strongly and highly about it, so that looks promising. Black Ops 7 doesn't look promising, but like I said, I'm getting it regardless, because I always love COD Zombies. I have done since like Black Ops 1. I started playing it, so, you know, and I'm just trying to keep myself happy that way. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please put in the comment section down below, let's have a conversation, let's debate about FIFA and just how it all went. It would be nice to know everyone else's opinions, but I feel like there's probably still more I could talk about, but I'll probably do that in a stream where people can ask questions and then I'll answer you in a stream. But I just thought I needed to make this video, clear a few things up, tell you what the plan is for the next month until FC26 comes out. Like I said, content's going to be very, very dry. There's not going to be much going out. It's maybe one bit of content a week, so that's only 4 or 5 pieces of content up until then. I also do go on holiday on the 24th of September, so I'm only going to be playing FIFA for like 5 days, then I go abroad for a week. I'm only going for a week this year. Usually I do 2 weeks, but only a week, so you're just going to be missing a week there, and then we're straight back to playing FC26. So yeah, that shouldn't be too much of an issue. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, again, thanks so much for 2,000 subs. I know we hit it a few months ago, but thank you. Continue to watch. Do not give up on watching us. I'm sorry, like I said, the content's going to be dry as fuck, but I am playing FC25. I refuse. There will be gaming stuff going on, by the way. It's not just all this talking stuff. There will be, I'll probably try UFL again and all that shit. So there will be gaming stuff, don't worry. But yeah, comments down below. What do you think about FC25 overall? I've said pretty much everything I could. Like I said, there's probably more, but I can't really think right now. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.